Time for our tail of the tape. And first up, we have Muhammad Ali. 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it. He'll square off against smoking Joe Frazier. He took part in the greatest boxing trilogy of all time with Muhammad Ali. He defines the words Philly fighter.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Smoking Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of Famer from the golden era of heavyweights, a heavyweight champion of the world, smoking Joe Frazier.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. You don't want to get into a battle of wills with Smokin' Joe. Frazier will fight you in the corner, off the ropes, or in the middle of the ring. No rest for the weary. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. So here we go again. Ali versus Frazier. Will we see yet another fight of the century?
Again, this is history in the making. This is what we write our fight game about. These two guys are the ultimate warriors.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Nice punch.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Jab misses. These two were made for each other. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Perfect counter shot. That hook won't score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
Oh, man, you've got Swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Needs to put some combination. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for... Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Beautiful counter shot. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Defense is not an option for these two. The jab doesn't quite connect. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. That big hook doesn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They've got to use their jab better in this fight.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Can Smokin' Joe keep up this pace? One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Good defense. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Well, this is what he does, going right after the challenger.
What recovery skill.
If there's anyone that can get out a big shot, and down goes Ali. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
A shot from the gods took him out.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Thank goodness we got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Need to see that again.
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mountain.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Jab does not score. Incredible work rate. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Frazier to pickpocket them.
Swing and a miss with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Down goes Joe Frazier. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
So he beats the count and will continue. What bravery being shown here.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
going to punch himself out, though? A straight right just misses. He missed with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. The bravery being shown here is just incredible.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Jab doesn't quite connect. Lucky that hook didn't score. Is Frazier in trouble? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. And these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead he's in there throwing bombs again.
days now needs to step.
Muhammad Ali in trouble. The greatest. Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
It's a good start to the round for this guy. So he's back up, but at some point, Johnny, he's got to live to fight another day, doesn't he?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round. Got to look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'd come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Side Frazier is in trouble again. Down goes Frazier. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Give me your ball.
We got to pick things up halfway through the round here. Well, he's back on his feet, but right now, the corner's got to think about throwing in the towel.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here? What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination.
This is the beginning of the end for this legend. Smoking Joe may go. He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Now they've got to wake up.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there jumping him, do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky legs. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax, because you know what you can do in the gym.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. As he survived the storm, he's throwing. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Who would have? Oh no! Ali is down! And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is, God, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.